Hey, what's up, guys? Back from the deck profile here. I appreciate you guys understanding that I didn't upload last Wednesday. This will be the Wednesday upload. As you guys can hear, I have like a sinus fucking joint or whatever, and the video corrupted, which is fine. But also, I'm here for another Earth Machine list, Therion Earth Machine list, but it has the Shaddoll engine in it. The Shaddoll engine just does a bunch of shit that's like very crazy. I honestly like going second with this deck more than I like going first. There's a few things that I'm actually going to talk about that I forgot to fucking pull out. I'm going to put these over here. Let me pull out the right side of the deck box. But I'll mention those at my very end of this. Without further ado, guys, fucking Shaddoll Therion Earth Machines. Sheki Naga is obviously the Sheki Dirties is obviously the reason I like this list so much. Winda used to be insane, so. Alright, let's get right on into it. So, obviously, 3 King Regulus. That's my favorite Earth Machine. So, 3 King Regulus. There was a couple people asked me in the comments if you can play one of this card. You definitely can, honestly, because you want it to resolve once, but having 3 of this card in your deck, obviously, you draw multiples, is a free discard for Fortress, so it's just, neither here nor there. I know this card's very expensive. And the field spell, you can play 3 field spell one of this if you wanted to, or you can play Lily as well. Excuse me, which I will have a list with Lily. So 3 King Regulus, and then for the Shaddoll lineup, I'm playing 1 Beast. Beast is obviously very good. I don't really have to say anything about this. Dragon, obviously, like I said, we like going second, so you know what I mean. And then obviously the Genius, which is very interesting. So this card brings a lot of very nice things to the deck. So obviously, like I said, I'm going to go in second list, or would like to go second. Sometimes you open Shaddoll Fusion. You can tutor out the like you can play the Switch Yard and then Shaddoll Fusion, and then this will get specialed from deck, and then this and Sheki Naga automatically go into the Ballista without you normal summoning, which is kind of nice. Same with I played Monster Reborn as well, so if you don't have the Switch Yard, you can just Shaddoll Fusion, send this, and then another Earth Machine or whatever you want, and then you can reborn this or whatever you want to reborn the Earth Machine. So. I'll talk a little bit more about that a little bit later. I'm actually going to leave this out. And then I'm still playing the 3 Gear X, or not Gear X, Gear Frame, 1 Uncle, 1 Fortress, 1 Citadel, and 1 Rune Force. So this card's obviously just very good. You guys saw the combo. And I forgot to mention, I don't know why I didn't mention this, but it's not only if you open Rune Force for the last combo, it's just if you open something that gets to Rune Force, then you can search the other piece, you know what I mean? So you guys understand, so. And then for the level 10s, I'm playing one bullet. And actually, this list, so since I'm going second or whatever, I'm actually playing 3 Duracranes. This card just turned out to be very nuts. You always want to see this card going second, even if you open multiples. Going second against the board, you want to have 1 to special, and then if you open another one, you can just discard it for Fortress, so it's not like a huge deal. You know what I mean? I just like 3 personally, so for this list. And then for the Infinitracks, we're just playing 2 Harvesta. 1 Anchor Drill, 1 Tunneler, 1 Trencher, and 1 Dozer. I went back to 1 Dozer. The Dozer, like I said in the last list, was the 2 Dozers only for the Fallout for turn 3. The Dozer in this deck, you only want to see it once, obviously. Harvester, you could play 1 of this card if you wanted to, because you search it with Gear X. But sometimes it gets the hand going if you open Shaddoll Fusion and stuff, and they want you to go first. Because a lot of players will, like, with how much I've tested with this deck, people sometimes want you to go first. That's why we still play Winda and shit. So, and then the last monster is obviously the box. What's in the box? Once again, I apologize for my sinus. I can hear myself talk, and it just makes me want to scream. Alright, then for the spells, we're playing 1 Harpy's Feather Duster, obviously going second list. The Monster Reborn is what I was talking about, where if you open Shaddoll Fusion going second, you can send, whatever with Shaddoll Fusion, an Earth Machine and a Shaddoll, maybe Beast or Dragon, draw a card or pop a back row, and then you can reborn one of the other Earth Machines and then make Ballista, because Sheki Naga is obviously an Earth Machine, and then make Ballista without normal summoning into the box, into the, you know what I mean, so. And then this list, I'm also playing Foolish Burial. So, Foolish Burial also, it's kind of like a pseudo upstart or an MST, for the Shaddoll cards, but also it puts something that you want in graveyard for the Rune Force, and by Rune Force I mean for the Therion King Regulus. Also, it does get Rune Force or Fortress or whatever you need. Card's tested very well in the going second list. I haven't tested it in the going first list, but we'll see what happens. And then the other one of those are the Terraforming. Still only playing one Switchyard and one Disc Coliseum. I think these one-ofs are very strong. You don't need multiple Switchyards. You don't need multiple Disc Coliseums for testing. I know my first list I uploaded, I played 3 Disc Coliseum. That was just when I was kind of get the ground for the deck. You know, and then through testing we figured out we don't need multiples, because if you open 2 Disc Coliseum, you're already just down a card. You know what I mean? So. And then I actually went back to 2 heavy forwards. So this card, once again, not super needed, and since you're going second list, the really hard once per turn spells that don't do a whole lot or gain you a whole lot, you only want to play a small amount of them. You don't want to play 3 of this card in the going second list. And then obviously, you know, 3 Shaddoll Fusion. Card's fucking gross. Like, there's a lot of the time, like, you can just go second, have 6 cards, you know, do whatever. I play Droplet in this list too, obviously, because you can't. I feel like you can't go second without Droplet in this format, and also we kind of have our this card too. So like these 2 cards together, you can say down here, babe. The Shaddoll Fusion and the Urgent Schedule going second is just ridiculous when you still have 6 cards. You know what I mean? Like, obviously this card's ridiculous. This is full combo. This card just kind of gets you into the Shekinaga, or once again, like I stated, if you go first, you can make Winda. I do play Winda. After you do parts of the combo, you don't want to do the Dozer part if you are playing Winda, unless you open this. So obviously 3 of those. This, you know, obviously Redeployment's the best card in the deck, you know, 100%. And then the last card is still just the Droplet. I still just haven't bought my Droplets yet. Droplet's just very good for going second. Notice there's no trap cards in here. You side the traps for going first. And then for the extra deck, the extra dip, I only played 2 Shaddoll monsters. It's just a window for going first, depending on what your hand is. Also, this card is a level 5, and Rune Force, or I'm sorry, River Stormer, just needs 2 level 5s. Doesn't need machines or anything. So if you want to get this off the board for your first special summon, then it no longer applies. And then obviously Shekinaga is level 10 Earth Machine, so you can make the Gustavs, the Juggernaut Liba, all that stuff. So still the Giriac, shout out my boy Dylan Jordan, the River Stormer, and then the Earth Slicer, and the you know, the boys, the Gustav, and the Dora. So the 4, the 2, the 5, the 9, and the 2 10s. I cut Inner Blathnir. People that play this deck probably know how tight the extra deck is, so I had to cut Inner Blathnir, and I think I cut, I cut Platinum Gadget. Platinum Gadget was the other card for the Shekinaga, so. And then obviously the Juggernaut Liba and the Zeus. Obviously, a lot of the time with this deck, Ballista is like your main win con outside. You know, you Ballista, do whatever, pop, blah, blah, 0/0, and then you just fucking Juggernaut Liba, kill him, so. And then for the links, the 3 Goliath, the Ballista, the Enga Knuckle, and the Genius. Obviously, we showed the combo with Genius. Shout out to Homeboy, you know, who was in my comment section on last video. I enjoyed it. So, but there's, you know, the way this deck plays too. I also was almost playing Pankratops, but obviously you can still go first with this list. It's not really that big of a deal. Like, you can still do everything you want with this list going first. Just when you do the tunneler, you won't draw traps. You might draw, like, you know, Droplet or something, and then that would be nice. But it all just depends on how you want to play it. I just think going second, because this deck already inherently is very good at breaking boards going second. So it's just all, you know, all how you want to play it. But yeah, guys. Oh, sorry, I have honorable mentions real quick. I do have the Al Capone and the Schism for going second too. This is just a couple of my honorable mentions. This is in the side if you were going to side with this deck, because you can make Winda first with this. And then the Shekinaga, the Platinum Gadget, the Old Boy. This was another card. The Old Boy, I can't remember, the Ruffian Railcar. So on summon, obviously, your opponent takes 500 or whatever the fuck, and then the end phase, you add a level 10 Earth Machine, and then you can play, like, you know, more of this stuff. I'm just going to show you the stuff that I had in here, not the traps, because you guys already saw that. And that's pretty much it, guys. So Just something to note, I was playing Astral Karibo last list. I just didn't feel the need for it with the King Regulus and stuff. That card's just not really needed. So, yeah, guys, thanks for watching. And if you leave me comments below on what deck profiles you want to see, ask me questions, whatever. I'm still going to do that Ask Me Anything video. If you guys want it, ask me questions and I'll answer them for sure. Just if you want me to ask the question in the video, just do #AMA or whatever the fuck. And I will. So, thanks for watching, guys. Cheers.